Hey guys, Sisney here. I just won NGE the other day, and I wanted to do a video talking about my experience playing in NGE and some of my thought process going into it. I got a few clips here from the NGE event that I'm very fond of. These clips means a lot to me right now. And I wanted to talk about the decks that I brought, namely the Snowman deck. You know. So yeah, right here, I'm gonna show off the decks real quick. I'm sure everybody has already seen the decks. You can see them on the in the brackets for the tournament, which you can all access and should be able to access for all time to come, honestly. But yeah, the Snowman deck itself. So the Snowman deck is something that I was introduced to by my friend Sora. Sora, the JCG player, and otherwise Japanese personality. I don't know. Sora has helped me a lot in learning this deck and building it to be stronger. So some of the tech choices that we actually made for the deck was we put in the one-of library. I mean, I say we, but this was before I got introduced to the deck. The library is meant to play against slower matchups because you're going to need more spells. In a lot of matchups like, say, Aggro Sword, Aggro Blood, you're not going to be able to, you're not going to get time to play this unless you're going first and they seriously break, and you cannot count on that. Sometimes you're forced, you'd rather not. You have a lot of great cards that you can actually play. This is just a one-off that you're supposed to be able to play versus slower matchups to make them significantly easier. The other tech choice is Fiery Embrace. Fiery Embrace is a card that I've been asked about a lot prior to winning NGE, and people are very confused about what is the purpose of this Fiery Embrace. Why do you cut it over the Enchanted Swords? So, Fiery Embrace is a card that, well, unconditionally removes any follower unless, it has the Aurelia effect, if it's the Beauty and the Beast. Like, it doesn't remove those cards, but we have Raimun for that. So what a Fiery Embrace is in here for is that there are three ways that the opponent deals with Snowman. One of them is using AoE to clear the Snowman. We cannot deal with this. We cannot answer AoE. We cannot make the Snowman spell immune, and we do not wish to. Second of all, enemies can ignore them, go face, threaten lethal. This is what the deck is designed to beat. Like, this is what the rest of the deck is supposed to do. So the deck is supposed to be able to actually beat down a board and outvalue your opponent very heavily. And the last way that your opponent can beat you is by playing a ward, so your Raimuns can't hit face. That is exactly the reason the Fire Embrace is here. So yeah, Fire Embrace. You can get it down to 0 cost. It's 3 cost with Daria, and it unconditionally removes a ward. It doesn't have spell immune. I keep saying unconditionally, and it doesn't really do it. Yes, so one thing I actually want to show on the clips I got here, because a lot of people are very confused. Let me just find it. Yeah, here it is. So a lot of people are very confused about me playing the deck and not using Conjuring Force. This deck is not, the primary win condition is not Conjuring Force, as you may think. The primary goal of this list is actually to use your Snowman to chip away at face damage and slowly burn your opponent down, or set up for huge, just burn in general. This list is meant to wear away at your opponent with more valuable cards. I play a 5/5 for 3 cost in Summon Snow. That's a little crazy. So yeah, let's go ahead and play this clip real quick.
Be the Kawis, and Akai has access to all of his Kawis. So Kawi, basically for the reason that Rune's going to try to get in as much damage as possible, and these Kawis need to be there in order to fight with the life gain, essentially. Like I was saying with Lana Haven, where you have some heal, this is kind of the only way to push back, but this draw is just absurd that Sazoni has.
Bonkers. Okay?
Yeah.
Wow.
Absurd. That actually might just be it next turn, because Kawi's going to come down. It won't immediately be able to...
Okay, so what happened here? Let me go over it from the beginning. Let's go through it slowly. So at the beginning of this turn, he's at 18 HP. I have a Crimson Sorcerer saved up. I have Zero Cost Blade Mage. I have this Enchanted Sword. Oh wait, can I enlarge it? No, I can't. But I have an Enchanted Sword right here. This is going to be zero cost after I use a lot of spells. And this also shows Daria in this list. I think because I played this list so much that Daria is self-explanatory, but some people are still confused about that. So yeah, as we go through it, you can see like go from 18 HP, 13, 12. This is all from having 2 snowmen on the board. I started this turn with 5 snowmen on the board. He left 2 snowmen up. And it's actually heavily punishing him. Isn't that insane? And like he goes from 18 HP all the way down to 4. I mean, that's 14 HP in one turn. So, okay, if it wasn't crazy enough, so sans the Daria, like let's imagine the Daria is not played, right? We're here. We have this board. We hit the face. This hand does nothing. This hand hits face for an additional 2 without a ward. The thing that actually allows me to win this game is Daria allowing me to toss away all these garbage cards. If it wasn't Daria, it would have been another bad card. It would have been one-off Conjure, one more Conjure Golem. Like we only run 2. You would put in another one because you want more Conjure Golems. Yeah, right. So yeah, we toss away all these cards that are not gonna like be important to winning the game, and we draw into all these cards that are amazing for winning the game. We have Burn Through Kawi, we have Heart Removal for Kawi, we have Draw to draw into more cards. Like these, it doesn't even matter. Like any 5 card, I think almost any 5 cards in the whole deck would have been fine here. So yeah, that's the prime purpose of Daria, and that's how the deck is supposed to play out. This is a burn deck. It has a Conjuring Force win condition as a backup, and you know if you're left unpunished, but if you are punished by the fact that your opponent is actually able to remove snowmen, then Conjuring Force becomes less of a win condition, and burn is your go-to. That's shown. Yes. So going over the rest of my decks. The rest of my decks were less interesting, actually. Oh, I didn't realize how clunky Shadowverse is. Actually, let me just add another window capture for that. I'm sorry that was there for the first half of the video. There we go. Okay. So that was my first deck. My second deck was my Haunted House deck with it's just mid-range Shadow, just like the Haunted House. Haunted House is a card that I appreciate a lot. I haven't seen a lot of people play it. I don't know if it's legitimately amazing, or it's like you need to include it in your mid-shadow deck. It's just a card that I've been having a lot of success with. It's a card that I enjoy playing a lot. It makes your Bone Chimera have a lot of value. It makes your Skull Beast have a lot of value. It makes your killing your own guys feel very, very much less painful. Like, you kill Lurching Corpse with Demon Eater on 2, you place it Haunting House on 1, suddenly you have a ghost which can hit face and then you soul convert it. And I mean, you just get draw. And you still get the Demon Eater on board. It's just like, it's so much value. I'm emphasizing it in all the wrong ways. Like, you have to try it to understand it. I actually killed a B&B with only a Haunted House and a Bone Chimera and 2 Evos. I think that the Evos are very obsolete in this deck. Like, Evos are not important to this deck whatsoever. You have a lot of cards which are way more than stat sticks. Like, the only thing that are actually stat sticks are Skull Beast, Soul Squasher when you can't use the effect, Bone Chimera, and Tendril. Every single other card does something. Like, these cards do not need evolutions to be great. So yeah, using evolutions in Haunted House with that few resources it's cold in here. Golly, it's chilly in here. But using that few resources to kill B&B, that was huge, and I think that won me the game. The Undying Resentments are cards I really like because I just like more answers out of hand. Odiel is a card that actually my teammate HSK Tejjy, he had it in his deck for I don't even know whatever reason, and I was just like, that's spicy. I was just like, that's spicy. Alright, let me try that out. I tried it out in practice. I scrimped with it a lot. I loved it. I mean, it's only a one-off. When I tested it, it was more than a one-off. But and I tried my hardest to play it as if I'd only had a one-off because I knew I only wanted it as a one-off. But yeah, and I tested it and I loved it and I wanted it, and every single time this card got played, it had immense value. And I think that in the current state of the meta, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, if you can go as much as even, Odile is a huge tempo swing. And plus, you can also Evo a target on board while having Odile, because Odile does Evo on Fanfare. You can also Evo a card on your board while, playing this. So yeah, no, there's a lot of things that goes into this card, and I think it's amazing. Should I show a fun little clip? I got a fun clip of my shadow. It was kind of BM. Where is it? Here it is. It was just a little bit BM.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, he's definitely dead.
100% dead.
He's definitely
He's got 11 damage.
Yep.
It's just like a boring Phantom Howl combo, but it's just I love to
Yeah,
cast
I
this
see.
reaction.
Like, what's happening? Stop it. Oh, he's doing it the fancy way. I get it.
Oh man, okay. He decided to.
Oh, come on, bro.
man.
Zoni, come on.
Yes, but he's still dead.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I just I had so much fun. Like, honestly, so I meant no disrespect to my opposing player, but this was just so much fun seeing on stream, and I enjoyed it so much. I had the time of my life playing in NGE. Yeah, I can recommend anybody who is interested in trying it out. Like, just go for it. There's a lot of very low rank players in there, and some of them actually performed incredibly well. And yeah, if you're interested, then make sure to just sign up for any tournament. Just go for it. Yeah. As for my last list, here, let me bring that back up. So yeah, I was playing Aggro Blood, and I mostly played Aggro Blood because one of my team, I was asking around in my team, what list do I play? I had initially I had very, very few lists that I actually had interest in playing. So I was just looking for ideas. This was a long time ago, and like he said you can play Aggro Blood with Caribous, and it was something that I've been interested in early in the expansion. So I was like, sure, I'll give it a try. I've always been very fond of Aggro Blood. Even back when Vengeance Blood was very popular, I played Aggro Blood. I played like a very, very aggro styled version of Vengeance that played Ambling Wrath that would be hit by jammers. I played another Aggro Blood deck near the end of the expansion that would play Bania, Cursebrain Vampire, all these cards that would be very bad in Vengeance, and I still played Belf. I still played Air Jammers. And it worked to great success. So this deck was something that I had a lot of interest in. I wanted to make the normal engine work of Belf and Airjammer, but I just realized that that's not the case. That's not going to be the case anymore. So we came up with this deck. Initially, my teammate gave me a deck, but there's a lot of things about it I didn't like. It had Killer Devils. It had more Vampire Fortress as well. First of all, it had no DoDs. I liked the DoD a lot. Removed of 8. It had way more 1-drops, way more, had something else. I don't remember. I don't even remember what it had. It had no Demonic Storm. So, like, we just added all these cards because what I wanted with this list was to just leave Shadow up, have a good matchup. And I believe that's exactly what this deck did. It had such a good Shadow matchup, and I think I won all my Shadow games. I don't think this list dropped a game to Shadow. Because I expected Shadow to be one of the most popular lists, and that's also why I brought it myself. Because but actually, let me pause right there, because this clip right here is so precious to me. It cracks me up so much.
Series.
It's a tall order, but
That's not the clip. It's another clip I'm looking for. That clip is nice too.
Looking at a true fact right now.
Well, I would imagine that the Blessed deck would be...
That's also not the clip. I'm sorry. I'll find it eventually. Is this the clip? Yeah, this is the clip.
for who you think is going to take the tournament. I know both of you kind of went for Cizoni, but no, nobody changed their mind.
Wait, did I forget the clip? Oh man, I don't know where I put the clip. Now I'm a little disheartened. I got all the clips here on my Twitter. Is this it? Oh, it's muted. Hello?
Cizoni, but no, nobody changed their mind. Nobody.
Oh, this was the clip I had?
You
Oh,
have
I
who
remembered
you think
incorrectly. I'm
is gonna
sorry.
ban Rude. You still don't change your mind.
I don't.
I think he has a higher chance, but I
Yeah.
think I'm still going.
You don't
for
think he's
Cizoni.
gonna ban Rude? After that?
I think the reason why Suzuni is in the place he's in right now is because everybody's like, Shadow's his best deck. What is he playing, this stupid rune deck? And then they're just getting massacred by this rune deck. He just literally flew through the entire tournament getting to play his best deck, and nobody even knew. They weren't any the wiser.
Yeah, so Exodium's point right here was exactly what I had in mind going into the tournament. I'm actually very glad that he caught it. So I brought mid-range Shadow knowing it was like a super popular deck that everybody is thinking like, wow, this deck's tier 0. Or not tier 0 necessarily, but like tier 1. This deck was one of the strongest competitors for decks. And like I'm banning Dragon, people know this. I don't know if people know it. But I banned Dragon, so... And that's like the good matchup for Shadow, at least so I feel. I feel like the current alteration of Shadow has a very, very good Dragon matchup. So banning Dragon, expecting people to ban my Shadow, worked out almost every single time. I think I went into 2 matchups where people actually banned my rune. First one was Karis Shujo. Is a great friend. I don't talk to him that much. I wouldn't call him a girlfriend. It's a person I know and have played against, specifically in the Dream League, in the Shadow Nexus Dream League. And I played Conjuring Force there, and I went undefeated, and I got first place. The other person is a new player in the competitive scene called Lonathal. He's a fellow Dane, and he has watched my stream sometimes, so he knows the Snowman. So yeah, he banned that out. But I ended up winning against both those players anyway because I just think that I brought very, very powerful decks. Yeah. I actually wanna go over a couple of these clips. Was that the same? That was the same. Alright, what else do we have? What's this? Yeah, so this is the final. It's actually just muted. So yeah, this is the final game. This is the final victory here. Rhinewind showing exactly why it's amazing. I mean, it doesn't matter because I have 4 damage in hand and he has 4 HP. But Rhinewind showing exactly what its purpose is, and as I talked about with Fire Embrace, this card is hard removal, as you see here. Let me just play it out for anybody who hasn't seen this. So Rhinewind bounces Kawi back, is the huge ward that prevents me from getting lethal, and I get to hit face. Again, I knew I had lethal, but actually getting to show that mechanic off was something I really, really wanted to do because I want this deck to be more popular than this. I really do. So yeah, this meant a lot to me. Another thing that meant a lot to me is Rainy's reaction here. So let's put sound on, let's play it out.
My God, Cizoni, and I guess you guys weren't kidding. I thought you were lying to me this whole time.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh
No
my
way,
God.
man.
Cizoni all the way from the loser's end of the bracket wins every...
I am so happy for Suzoni right
Oh yeah,
now
and
because
Exodium
he's
here.
playing the best deck of all time and showing how omnipotent it is.
Yeah, this game is wrapped up. Get out of here, Kawi.
Get out of here, Kawi. Alright, yeah, so as Rainy was saying, this is the mentality that I've been feeding off of this entire tournament, and it's most likely going to be the last time I can actually feed off of that mentality. Because first of all, I'm going to be playing against a lot of more experienced players moving into the regionals, and second of all, my secret is out. People know it's out there now. This deck is my go-to. This deck is my by far preferred deck. I'm probably still going to play it. Honestly, I don't know. It's going to depend on the meta at that point. But I'm gonna need to come up with a different strategy. I'm not gonna get to just bait bans with a shadow deck and go through with this. That's not going to happen, unfortunately. Going over the rest of the clips. That's not a clip. What's this clip? Oh, I think, yeah, I know, I remember.
We're making it a true fact right now.
Well, I would imagine that the Blessed deck would be some Havencraft-oriented deck, but apparently not. I mean, it just got uncursed too. We'll see. So we're about to jump into our final best of 3 here between Akai and Sazoni. Apparently, Aya Senpai and Exodium, I don't know if they received dollar bills in their pockets. I don't know what happened, but they still think Sazoni is ready to go, ready to take the tournament win. So let's see the second time around. Will Rune be banned? Find out on the next episode. At least.
So, I and Exodium, I am so happy that you guys had my back this whole time. Like, watching this again, it means so much to me. Rainy made this such a great and fun experience, and this tournament was just overall amazing. I'm so happy that I got to play in it. I'm so happy that I got to watch it. Like, I was a viewer this whole time. I was sitting in Twitch chat just memeing it up while playing the game. Like, I was in the finals chatting in Twitch chat. I don't know. Maybe that's weird. Yeah, I got one more. I got a last one. And again, it's just Aya and Exodium being extremely supportive, and like, I mean, this is just the people who are on stream. All my friends were super supportive of me, and that's what's important to me playing in this tournament. Yeah. I like the one big thing for me to take away from this is not the victory, it's not the vials, it's not the invitation to regionals. Like, I could lose first round in regionals, and this would have been one of the best things that had happened to me. I got a lot of positive reputation from this tournament as a good player, and I'm very happy that I'm finally starting to get recognized in the community. I'm very excited about that. And like, I can't even talk about it. I get emotional if I start talking about things. Sorry. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who supported me. It means so much to me. I want to play this last clip and then I want to end the video.
New series.
It's a tall order, but I think he can do it. I think he can do it. If he's allowed to play Conjuring Force, that's his deck. He knows it in and out. You know, if he's allowed to play Conjuring Force, don't let him play Conjuring Force. If he's allowed to play Conjuring Force, he's definitely going to take it.
So how about for you? How about for you, Exo? Is it Sazoni? Is it Akai?
Well, I'm gonna have to be on the back of Sazoni as well. He's playing my deck, my favorite deck, my pet deck, and you know, I want to see it win. If it takes down the tournament, then nobody can refuse.
Exo was talking about how Snowman is tier 0. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that this video got a little messed up near the end. I wanted to make it more professional, but I just ended up being a little video I wanted to make for fun. If you have any questions concerning anything regarding Shadowverse, regarding NGE, regarding my decks, and anything you can like come to think of, make sure to like throw me a DM on Discord, hop in the HSK Discord. There's a few shoutouts I actually want to give out before I'm done here. So let me just add a window capture. I want to add a window capture on my Discord. So yeah, the Discord, huge shout out to all of HSK for like always supporting me, especially Mr. Tejjy, Mr. Akamarured. He also played in the tournament ironically, but these people are the 2 people who pushed me to play in the tournament. I wanted to oversleep. I wanted to not play. I was like, I'm just like, my rune deck is gonna get banned, I'm just gonna get 0-2'd, and it's not gonna be fun. And they're like, dude, set an alarm, go to bed right now. Wake up, be ready. Tejjy scrimmed with me intensively. Tejjy encouraged me to play in this tournament, which is going to be my last, or my next topic. These people are amazing. I'm so happy to be a part of HSK. This is amazing to me. If you're interested in joining the HSK Discord and come and hang out with us, this is the link right here. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Shit, I need to disable streamer mode. There you go. This is the link right here. I'm gonna put that in the YouTube description as well, so anybody who is interested can join. Another shout out I want to give is to Team Disastra. Team Disastra held a, let's see if we can get it up actually. Team Disastra held a tournament right here for practice for NGE. And this was the tournament that gave me a lot of closure about what decks to play. It's the tournament that gave me a lot of practice in how to play my decks. And overall, I like this tournament is one of the things that contributed to me getting the practice necessary. I got to play against a lot of very experienced players. I got to play against Tejjy twice, unfortunately. But yeah, huge shout out to Disastra, and I think that like this was great. This was amazing. This was like the biggest gift that they could possibly give me. If you're interested in joining the Disastra Discord, again, I'll leave a link. Like, I mean, this is shilling for another team, but I owe these guys. Like, I owe these guys big time, and it's like, it means a lot to my victory. Again, you can slightly, it's a J at the last letter. If you want to join the Discord, make sure to come out, hang out with everybody. A lot of cool people. Like, same for here, same for HSK, same for any team Discord. Honestly, if you're interested in competitive play, come hang out in some team Discord. It doesn't have to be HSK. It doesn't have to be Disastra. Hang out in Mana Search. Hang out in CPB. Like, come talk to some people you enjoy talking to, and just have a good time. That's what it's all about. Like, even if there's money on the line, just have a good time. Enjoy playing the game. It's a video game. Like, it doesn't have to be so serious. There's I don't think there's any more. I think that's it actually. Let's just turn off the Discords. So yeah, again, thanks very much to my teammates, to everybody else who helped me out. Thank you so much to my friends, to the casters for supporting me, to Rainy for making this a truly unique experience. I have not watched a lot of NGE prior to this, basically because I was not allowed to participate. So being able to participate in the EU qualifier was amazing, and I'm so happy I finally got to show off and prove that I'm actually a good player somehow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for making the video a little bit long, but please bear with that. That's an ironic thing to say near the end, because if you watch through it, then it's because you don't mind. Yeah, thank you guys so much again. Yeah, and oh, right, one last thing. Discord, if you want to hit me up, my ID is Sisney, hashtag 8255. I'll put that in the YouTubes as well. So if you need to hit me up, if you need to ask me about anything, if you need encouragement to play a tournament, because I will gladly encourage you to play in a tournament. I was encouraged as well by a friend. My friend told me that you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, and I don't know why something as simple as that was so convincing to me, but it encouraged me to play in EXG. I got a top 16 finish. It encouraged me to play in Dream. I got a #1 finish, and even though I don't talk to this person anymore, it encouraged me to play in the NGE qualifier here, and I took first place. Like, I'm some random. I have never played a card game in my life prior to this. I don't think that I'm extremely good at Shadowverse. Not to say I'm a bad player and that everybody who loses to me should be ashamed, but I don't think that I'm at the same level as some of these people. Some of these people in Disastra, some of these people in HSK, some of these people in CPB, some of, like, all these people. Oh yeah, also huge shout out to the Shadow Nexus. I feel the need to give it out to them, because Aya and Exodium, who made this experience amazing, and like the whole Shadow Nexus community it's a great place to be. So yeah, definitely, like, just come hang out. Alright, that's it. That's it for now. I'm out. I need to stop watching. I need to stop recording the video. We got 20 more seconds until we're in half an hour. Should we do it? Should we talk about more stuff? Big shout out to Sora. Sora for teaching me the deck. Sora for introducing me to the deck. Mr. Sora, please spread my deck and more to the world. Mr. Sora. This guy is my hero. Alright, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.